Hey there, hello everyone. It is such a beautiful day to be here, and I am so happy you could join us again. Welcome to Learning English Studio, the cozy little corner of the internet where we just chat, hang out, and figure out this English language together. I'm Amelia, and wow, I am feeling good today.
Hi, Amelia. It is so nice to hear your voice. Hello to everyone listening out there. I'm James, and yeah, I have to agree. The energy today is great.
Aw, thanks, James. I'm just excited because I know we're going to talk about something today that is the absolute foundation of everything we do here. It's like if you have a house, you need the bricks, right?
Exactly. And today we are talking about those bricks.
Yes, we are talking about writing simple sentences. You know, sometimes we want to run before we can walk. We want to write big, long, beautiful stories, but if we can't put a simple sentence together, it gets messy. So today, let's slow down, take a deep breath, and master the simple sentence.
I love that. It's such a good feeling to just get the basics right. It gives you confidence, you know?
Totally. It's like once you have the simple sentence, the rest is just decoration. So James, before we dive into the grammar and the technical stuff, don't worry, we'll keep it light. How are you doing? Did you have any interesting English moments this week?
Well, actually, yes. I went to a coffee shop yesterday and I was trying to order a sandwich. I wanted to say, I would like a turkey sandwich, please. But I got a little nervous and I just said, turkey sandwich, please.
That happens to everyone.
It does. And you know what? The barista understood me perfectly. It was a simple sentence, just the subject, I, and the verb, would like. Well, actually, I just said the object, but it was simple and clear.
See, that is the power of simplicity. You don't need fancy words to get what you want. You just need to be clear. And that is exactly what we are here to talk about today. Just a quick reminder before we get into it, if you are enjoying the show, please hit that subscribe button and give us a like. It really helps us keep making these for you. Okay, are you ready to get started, James?
I am ready. Let's do it.
Awesome. So let's start at the very beginning. When we talk about a simple sentence in English, we usually talk about three best friends. Do you know who they are?
Oh, the three musketeers of grammar. Let me think. I would say a person, an action, and maybe a thing.
Close. We usually call them the subject, the verb, and the object, or SVO. That's the magic formula.
SVO. Okay. That sounds a bit technical, but I think I get it. Can you break it down for us?
Of course. So imagine a sentence. I eat pizza, okay? That is a classic sentence. I is the subject. I is the person doing the action. Eat is the verb. Eat is the action. And pizza is the object. The pizza is what receives the action.
Okay, so I is who does it, eat is what they do, pizza is what they eat. That makes sense. It's like a little story in 3 words.
Exactly. It is a tiny story. Every time you speak, you're telling a little story. Someone doing something. That's really all a simple sentence is. It doesn't need to be complicated. It just needs to have those 2 main parts, a subject and a verb. The object is optional, but the subject and verb are the must-haves.
Wait, the object is optional? So you can have a sentence without an object?
Yes, absolutely. Think about birds fly.
Birds fly.
Right. Birds is the subject, fly is the verb, but they aren't flying anything, they are just flying. The sentence stops there. It is complete.
Oh, interesting. So it's not always who does what to what. Sometimes it's just who does what.
Yes, that is a perfect way to put it. Who does what? If you have I sleep, that is a full sentence. You don't need to say I sleep the bed. That sounds weird, right?
Yes, I sleep the bed sounds like I am fighting the bed. Now, just I sleep is good.
Right. So let's think about our listeners. They might be thinking, okay, Amelia, this sounds easy, but when I sit down to write, my mind goes blank. How do we fix that?
Well, I think the trick is to not overthink it. Usually, students try to translate from their own language directly into English. In English, word order can be different, so they get confused.
That is so true. In many languages, the verb comes at the end, but in English, the verb is usually right in the middle or right after the subject. So if you just remember subject plus verb, you're halfway there.
Let's try a few examples just to warm up. I can give a subject and you give a verb.
Ooh, I like that. A game. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, subject, the dog.
The dog barks. Simple. Or the dog runs.
Nice. Okay, next one. My brother.
My brother smiles. Or my brother cooks.
My sister.
My sister reads. See, it's that easy. Just pick a person and pick what they're doing.
But wait, Amelia, what about time? Like if I want to say, my sister reads books every night. That is a simple sentence too, right? It's longer.
It is. This is a great point. A simple sentence doesn't have to be short in terms of letters or sound. It is simple because it has only one independent clause. That just means it has one main subject and one main verb. You can add extra information like time, place, or description, but as long as you don't add another subject and verb with a word like and or but, it stays a simple sentence.
Okay, so my sister reads interesting books every night is still a simple sentence.
Yes, the core is sister reads. Interesting just describes the books. Every night tells us when. But the engine of the car is still just sister reads.
That is a really good distinction. So you can decorate the sentence, but you can't add another engine.
I love that metaphor. You can't add another engine. You can't say, my sister reads and my brother sleeps. That would be two engines. That would be a compound sentence. But today we are sticking to one engine. Simple is powerful.
Let's think about mistakes students often make. I remember when I was learning, I used to forget the subject. I would just say, is happy instead of I am happy.
Oh yes, the missing subject mistake. That is very common. In some languages, you can drop the subject because the verb ending tells you who it is. But in English, we love our subjects. We need to know who is doing the action. You cannot just walk into a room and say, eat lunch. People will look at you like, who eats lunch?
Yeah, exactly. They might think you are commanding them to eat lunch. You eat lunch.
Right. You have to say, I eat lunch, or he eats lunch, or we are eating lunch. You need that anchor at the start of the sentence.
So if I want to write a diary entry, for example, I shouldn't write, went to the park, saw a bird. I should write,
You should write, I went to the park, I saw a bird. It feels a little repetitive to say I every time, but it is correct grammar for simple sentences.
That's a great tip for writing. Keep adding the I or she or they.
Exactly. Don't leave the listener guessing.
Let's talk about verbs a little bit. Verbs can be tricky, right? Because they change.
They do. The verb is the heart of the sentence. If the heart is beating wrong, the body doesn't work. So you have to be careful with tenses, present, past, and future.
Let's stick to the present tense for a moment to keep it easy. If the subject is I, you, we, or they, the verb is easy. I run, you run, we run.
Right. The trouble usually starts with he, she, and it.
Ah, the dreaded S.
Yes, the third person singular S. He runs, she walks, it eats. It's a tiny sound, but it's so important for a correct sentence.
Why do we do that? Why do we add the S?
Oh, don't ask me to explain the history of the English language, James. It's just one of those rules we have to accept. It's like a toll fee you pay when you use he or she. You have to drop the S coin in.
A toll fee. I like that. So I like coffee, but he likes coffee.
Precisely. If you say he like coffee, it sounds broken. It sounds a bit like a caveman, actually. Me like coffee.
Me want coffee.
So to sound professional and educated, even in a simple sentence, you have to master that S. It's a small detail that makes a big difference.
Let's try a little practice round with the S rule. I'll give you a subject and you make the sentence.
Okay, challenge accepted.
Subject, the cat.
The cat sleeps.
Subject, my mother.
My mother drives a car.
Subject, the sun.
The sun shines. See, it flows nicely.
It does, and it sounds musical in a way. English has a rhythm. Da-dum, da-dum. The cat sleeps.
Oh, that is a beautiful way to look at it. Language is music, and simple sentences have a very clear, strong beat. They aren't messy, they're direct.
Let's move to the past tense. I think students usually find the past tense a bit easier because the verb doesn't change as much.
Generally, yes. For regular verbs, you just add ed. Walk becomes walked, play becomes played. It works for everybody. I walked, you walked, he walked, we walked. No S to worry about in the past for regular verbs. It's very democratic.
Democratic grammar. I love it. But what about irregular verbs?
Ugh, irregular verbs. Those are the villains of the grammar world. Go becomes went, eat becomes ate, buy becomes bought. You just have to memorize them. There is no shortcut.
You just have to see them, read them, and hear them many times until they stick.
Exactly. But even with irregular verbs, the structure of the simple sentence stays the same. He went to the store. She bought a dress. We ate pizza. The skeleton is still subject plus verb.
I think that's the key message for today. Don't panic. If you know the subject and the verb, you can build a sentence. The rest is just filling in the blanks.
Yes. Let's talk a bit about word order. We touched on this earlier, but let's go deeper. In English, the order is strict. It is not like a salad where you can throw the ingredients in any order. It's more like a sandwich. Bread first, then meat, then cheese.
Okay, so bread is the subject, meat is the verb, cheese is the object.
Perfect. You can't put the cheese before the bread. You can't say, pizza eat I. That is wrong.
Pizza eat I.
Sounds like Yoda from Star Wars.
Exactly. To the store I go.
So unless you're a little green Jedi, stick to subject plus verb plus object.
Let's try to mix it up with a negative sentence. How do we make a simple sentence negative?
Ah, good question. We need a little helper. We need the verb to do plus not. So I do not like coffee, or in contraction, I don't like coffee.
So we're adding a word, but it's still a simple sentence.
Yes, because we still only have one main idea. I do not like coffee. The main verb is like. Do not is just helping us make it negative. It doesn't change the fact that it's a simple sentence.
Okay, but we have to be careful with the form of do, right?
Yes, you do. I do not, you do not, but he does not.
Ah, the S comes back. It jumps from the main verb to the helper verb.
That is a brilliant observation, James. The S moves. In the positive, he likes pizza. In the negative, the like loses the S and does takes it. He does not like pizza.
That is very tricky. I think that confuses a lot of people.
It does, but think of it as the S is a heavy backpack. In a positive sentence, the main verb carries the backpack. He walks. But if the helper verb does comes to the party, does says, give me the backpack, I'll carry it. So walks drops the bag and becomes walk, and does carries it as does.
That is a funny image. The backpack moving from one word to the other. But it helps to remember.
Whatever works, right? Visualization is a great tool for learning.
So let's try some negative sentences.
Sure.
You play football. Positive. Negative.
You do not play football, or you don't play football.
She speaks English. Negative.
She does not speak English. See, speaks lost the S and became speak. Does has the S sound inside it. Well, actually, it's spelled with an S, even though we say does. But grammatically, that's where the action is.
This is why listening is so important, because does sounds like does, not does.
Exactly. Don't rely on spelling too much. Rely on your ears.
Let's switch gears to questions. How do we ask a simple question?
Again, we call on our friend do or does. We move them to the front of the bus. Instead of you like coffee, we ask, do you like coffee?
We swap places.
Yes, do and the subject swap places. So do you, do they, and for he, she, it, does he, does she?
And the main verb stays in its base form, not with an S.
Correct. We never say, does he likes coffee? No. Does he like coffee?
Where do you live?
Perfect example. Where do you live? Not where you live. And not where do you lives. Just where do you live?
Simple and clean.
That really is the theme of this episode. Simple and clean.
Let's take a moment to talk about why simple sentences are so great for students. Sometimes students think simple sentences are baby English.
Oh, I hate that thought. Simple sentences are not baby English. They are powerful English. Think of news headlines. Fire destroys house. President signs law. These are simple sentences. They are punchy. They are strong.
That's a great point. Professional writers use simple sentences all the time to create impact. If every sentence is long and complicated, the reader gets tired.
Exactly. It's like running. If you sprint at full speed for an hour, you will collapse. But if you jog, then walk, then jog again, you can go for miles. Simple sentences give the reader a chance to breathe.
So if you are writing an essay for school or an email to a boss, don't try to impress them with huge sentences. Impress them with clear, simple sentences.
Yes, clarity is intelligence. If you can explain a complex idea using simple words and simple sentences, that shows you really understand it.
Let's try to build a paragraph together using only simple sentences, just to show how it sounds.
Okay, that sounds fun. What's the topic?
How about a morning routine?
Easy enough. I'll start. I wake up early.
The sun is bright.
I drink a glass of water.
I make coffee.
The smell is good.
I eat toast.
I read the news.
Then I go to work.
See? It tells a complete story. It's a nice rhythm. It's actually very relaxing to listen to.
It is. It feels honest. There's no hiding behind big words.
And for our listeners who are struggling to write, this is the best practice. Just describe your day, sentence by sentence. I open the door. I see the tree. I feel the wind.
It connects language to real life. That is the best way to learn.
Absolutely. Don't worry about and, but, so right now. Just focus on the period. Put a period at the end of your thought. Stop. Take a breath. Start the next thought.
Let's talk a bit about punctuation, since we are talking about writing. The period is the most powerful punctuation mark, isn't it?
It is. It says, I'm done. It gives the reader a signal. You know, many students run sentences together with commas. That is called a run-on sentence. It's like a car that doesn't stop at a red light. It's dangerous. I mean, dangerous for the reader because they get lost. So use the period. Be brave. Stop the sentence.
Yes, if you want to join two ideas, you can use a period, or you can use a semicolon if you're advanced, or a conjunction like and. But don't just glue them together with a comma. That is a common mistake.
For example, I like tea, comma, he likes coffee. That is wrong, right? It is a comma splice. It's technically incorrect in formal writing. It should be, I like tea, he likes coffee, or I like tea and he likes coffee, but I like tea, he likes coffee is a bit messy.
So keep it simple. 2 sentences.
Exactly. 2 simple sentences are better than 1 messy, complicated sentence.
I want to share a little story from my own experience learning a language. I remember trying to write a letter to a friend. I wanted to sound very poetic. I used a dictionary to find fancy words. I wrote this long, twisting sentence. When my friend read it, he laughed.
Why did he laugh?
He said, "James, I have no idea what you were trying to say. Are you happy? Are you sad? Is it raining?" I used all the big words, but I missed the meaning.
That is such a valuable lesson. Communication is about connection, not showing off.
Yes, I rewrote the letter using simple sentences. I am happy. The weather is nice. I miss you. My friend understood perfectly.
I miss you. 3 words, more powerful than a whole paragraph of complicated nonsense.
Exactly.
We should also touch briefly on spelling, just a little bit, because even if your sentence structure is perfect, bad spelling can confuse the reader.
True. Spell check is helpful these days, of course, but learning the basics helps, especially with homophones, words that sound the same but have different meanings.
Oh, those are tricky, like there, and there.
Ah, the big 3.
Let's clear that up quickly. There is about a place. I put the book over there.
There is possession. It is their house.
And there is they are. They're happy.
If you use these in a simple sentence, context helps. They are there, or it is their house.
Mixing these up is a very common mistake, but it doesn't change the structure of the sentence, just the meaning, so keep an eye on it.
Another pair is your and your.
Yes, your is possession, your pen. Your is you are. You're nice.
Simple rule, if you can say you are, use the apostrophe.
Great tip.
Let's move on to some practical advice for our listeners to practice at home. If someone is listening right now and thinking, okay, I understand, but how do I improve? What should they do?
Well, the first thing is to observe. When you are reading a book, a website, or even subtitles on a show, look at the sentences. Notice where the period is. Identify the subject and the verb.
Be a detective.
Yes, be a grammar detective. Who did it? What did they do? If you can answer those 2 questions, you found the sentence core.
Another exercise is to write a 1-sentence journal. Every night, write just 1 simple sentence about your day.
That is a fantastic idea. Just 1 sentence. Today was tiring. I ate pizza. I learned English. It builds a habit without the pressure of writing a whole page.
And over time, you will look back and see how many sentences you have written. It will give you confidence.
Also, don't be afraid to speak out loud. Writing and speaking are connected. If you can say it simply, you can write it simply. If you find yourself stumbling when you speak, your writing will probably be confusing too.
So if you can't say it, don't write it.
Generally, that's good advice for learners. Stick to what you can manage comfortably.
What about linking words? We said we shouldn't use too many, but what about words like first, next, then?
Oh, those are great. They are not connecting 2 sentences grammatically, but they connect the ideas. First, I wake up. Next, I eat breakfast. Then, I brush my teeth. These are still simple sentences, but they flow like a story.
They act like signposts. They tell the listener where we're going.
Exactly. Using first, next, and finally is a wonderful way to organize your writing or speaking.
Let's try a sequence with those words.
Okay, topic, making a phone call.
First, I pick up the phone.
Next, I dial the number.
Then, I wait for an answer.
Finally, I say hello.
Perfect. Clear instructions.
See? You could teach someone how to do something using only simple sentences. That is how powerful they are.
Instruction manuals, recipes, guides, they all rely on simple sentences. Add 2 eggs. Stir the mixture. Bake for 30 minutes. Imperative sentences, which are another type of simple sentence where the subject is you, but it's hidden.
Oh, good point. Sit down, open the book, listen to the podcast. These are simple sentences too, very direct.
So we have covered a lot today. Subject, verb, object, word order, negatives, questions, paragraphs, punctuation, spelling, imperatives.
We have. I feel like we just ran a marathon, but it felt easy because we took it step by step.
Yes, the beauty of simple sentences.
I just want to emphasize one last time that making mistakes is part of the process. Don't be afraid to write a wrong sentence. Every wrong sentence is a stepping stone to a right one.
That is such a sweet sentiment, Amelia. We learn by doing.
We really do. So to all our students out there, keep writing. Keep it short, keep it clear.
And don't forget to have fun with it. Language is a tool for joy. Use it to tell your friends jokes, to share your feelings, to describe a beautiful sunset.
I love that. Use it to share your joy.
Well, I think we are coming towards the end of our time today. It has been such a pleasure chatting with you about simple sentences.
It has been great for me too, James. I feel like we really connected with the core of English today.
Before we go, we have a little fun segment for our listeners. We want to hear from you.
Yes, we love hearing from you guys. It makes our day when we see your comments.
So today's interaction is about food. Everyone loves food.
Great topic. Okay, here's the challenge. We want you to write 3 simple sentences in the comments below describing your favorite meal.
Just 3 sentences. Keep them simple. For example, I might write, I love sushi. It is Japanese food. It tastes delicious.
Perfect example. Short, sweet, and clear. Or maybe you like pizza. I love pizza. It is cheesy. It is hot.
Exactly. Use the SVO structure we talked about. Who, what.
Also, we have a fun this or that question for you. Which one do you prefer? A, writing by hand with a pen and paper, or B, typing on a computer or phone?
Ooh, that is a tough one. I'm a bit old school, I think. I like pen and paper. It feels more personal.
Really? I'm a computer girl all the way. I can type so much faster than I write.
Well, that's why we're different. Let us know what you think. Do you prefer A or B?
And as always, please practice repeating some of the sentences we said today. Repetition is the mother of skill, right?
It is. The cat sleeps. I drink coffee. She runs fast. Say them out loud. Train your mouse.
And don't forget to subscribe to Learning English Studio so you never miss an episode. We have so many more topics to cover with you.
You can also follow us on our social media pages. We post daily tips and vocabulary words there too.
It is such a joy to have you all here. Thank you for spending this time with us. Remember, keep your sentences simple and your heart open.
I love that. Keep your sentences simple. Until next time, everyone, happy learning.
Bye-bye. See you in the next episode.
Bye.